Do you have an upper limit problem? In today's episode, I am going to be teaching you all about the upper limit theory. This theory explains why most of your problems are not about what you think they're about. You'll learn what the upper limit theory is, how to detect it at play, and what to do about it.
This is Love Smarter, the show for women who want extraordinary love and aren't afraid to learn for it. Here's your host, Laurie-Anne King.
This episode is inspired by a wonderful book called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. In this book, Dr. Hendricks teaches the upper limit theory. Here's the basic premise of the theory. Most problems that you're dealing with in your life are really not about what you think they're about. They have a hidden agenda. And that agenda is to keep you small and safe. This is what Dr. Hendricks calls the upper limit problem. Let me read you an excerpt. Each of us has an inner thermostat setting that determines how much love, success, and creativity we allow ourselves to enjoy. When we exceed our inner thermostat setting, we will often do something to sabotage ourselves, causing us to drop back into the old, familiar zone where we feel secure. Here is how the upper limit pattern keeps us stuck. Imagine the upper limit to be like a thermostat for how good you're able to have it in your life. Whenever you surpass that thermostat, say by making more money than you used to, finding a great relationship, or getting a new job, you trip your upper limit switch. Subconsciously, your mind says, you can't possibly feel this good, or you can't possibly make this much money, or be this in love. Unconsciously, you then do something to bring yourself back down below your upper limit. Now, it might look like these two things are not related. Like, let's say you get a big promotion at work, but then you come home to have a huge fight with your spouse that evening. That is your upper limit trigger at play. Taking this kind of a perspective at looking at our problems, I find really empowering because it means some of the problems that we're dealing with, they're not even problems at all. It's just our upper limit switch trying to bring us back down to where we feel safe and comfortable. We don't necessarily even need to solve the problem because it was unconsciously created by us as a way of just escaping the really good feelings we have. Now, that might sound really counterintuitive. Why would we want to escape good feelings? But just start to pay attention to that in your life. Notice where you want to take yourself out of feeling good. Like maybe you've had a fantastic day of hanging out with friends and you feel really connected and loving, but you just can't wait to have a drink to bring your energy back down. Or you just can't wait to watch TV to come back down to that place that's comfortable and secure. Most people are addicted to what I call energy neutral. We can only stay energy rich for so long. After a certain while, we feel this desire to come back down to where it's comfortable. One of my favorite clients is in a new relationship after being single for a long time. And the guy she's with is just great for her. Like really, really fits with her and seems to really get her. So naturally, she's been very happy. But it didn't take that long for her upper limit to kick in. And just a few weeks after they started officially dating, she started to feel like she was failing at work. Like she wasn't performing up to snuff in her job. In our last coaching session, she realized there wasn't really a problem at work. She was just upper limiting herself because it was new to go beyond where she was normally comfortable and actually allow herself to feel a new level of good. Here's how to detect the upper limit at play. It's got a couple of signature moves. Criticism and blame. Criticism and blame, whether it's towards yourself or towards someone else, is a highly addictive way of busting up those positive feelings. Criticism and blame are really costly because it's the number one destroyer of intimacy in relationships. And romantic relationships, they don't end because of a lack of love. They end because of a lack of intimacy. So where are you using criticism and blame as a way of bringing yourself back down underneath your upper limit? The second sign that your upper limit is in play is worrying. Worrying is usually a sign that we are upper limiting. It's only useful to worry if it concerns a topic that we can and will actually do something about. Otherwise, worrying is just a way of decreasing the flow of positive feeling. All other worry is just upper limit noise designed to keep us in that safe, secure comfort zone. Worry is also an addiction. It makes you feel like you're doing something about the issue when really you're just wasting mental energy and blocking the flow of positivity. A third sign that you're upper limiting is getting into arguments. Arguments are caused by two people racing to fill the role of victim. So if you find yourself picking fights or letting your buttons get pressed, that's a sign that you're upper limiting. Fourth sign is getting sick or hurt. Our upper limit switch can be so strong that it can actually give us physical sensations. I know for me, I sometimes get headaches after something really great has happened. That's a sign that my upper limit is kicking in. Fifth sign are integrity breaches. Things like lying, cheating, stealing are all evidence of the upper limit kicking in to bring you back down to size. Another sign is hiding significant feelings or withholding your communication. It's blocking the natural flow of things. And a final sign you're upper limiting is deflecting. Do you brush off compliments or prevent people from contributing to you? When you notice yourself doing any of these behaviors, the first thing you want to do is realize you are upper limiting. Just label it. Oh, I'm upper limiting right now. Dr. Hendricks says that the upper limit problem isn't a problem to be solved, but rather dissolved. It's a problem that we can dissolve through our awareness. Because our upper limit is not going away, but we can raise it, so that we are able to increasingly experience more and more positivity before that upper limit gets triggered. The way of getting beyond our upper limit has everything to do with allowing ourselves to feel good. First, notice that your upper limit is at play. Label it an upper limit problem. Then, allow yourself to actually feel into it. Find a place that feels good in your body right now. There's always an area in our body that feels good. Find that area and focus on it, and allow the good to expand. When you give that positive feeling your full attention, you will find that it expands with your attention. Hold that positive feeling for as long as you can. You can look at the problem that your upper limit has identified and see if anything actually needs to be done. It might just be best to drop it and return your focus to the flow of positivity. Where in your life are you upper limiting? Is that a problem you really need to deal with? Or are you just blocking the flow of what's good? All right, that's all for today. I will catch you next time, and until then, love smarter. Hey, did you like this episode? Then you will love my upcoming live online class. You'll leave with insights that improve your love life immediately. Plus, you'll have the chance to ask me anything. This class is completely free and it always fills up quickly. So head on over to laking.tv/free class to register right now. See you in class.